Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Holy Happy Hour. If you guys haven't been here for a while, me neither. And so I'm super excited to be back. Today, I wanted to first of all wish you guys a happy 4th of July. I hope you guys are having a fun but safe time, enjoying a drink with some friends, shooting off some fireworks safely, whatever you guys are doing to celebrate America. I personally been gone for a while, and some of you guys may know that, and some of you guys may have not even noticed it, but some big announcements and some big stuff happening at the channel. But I did want to come on and do this video, to just welcome myself back, kind of dust the old dust off of all the. See, I can't even talk right now. So dust all the dust off the skills, whatever the word, however you would say it. But we are just super excited to be back here, and it's 4th of July, so I won't make this a long video, but I hope you guys are having such a great summer and are having just a fruitful time. Me personally, if you're wondering, where have you been over the last 6 weeks? I have personally moved on into a new career. I am now currently a missionary for the Catholic Church. I'm super excited to be part of the organization I'm a part of, and I will luckily be able to serve at my home parish, and it's just going to be a blast. I'm super excited. I personally, if you've heard my testimony before, have been very fruitfully impacted by missionaries at my own parish. They have been a major role in my life, and I'm super excited that God has prepared a way and an opportunity for me to give back to others and help them serve. So this podcast obviously will continue, but I'd actually been in Lincoln, Nebraska for the last month and a half, at new staff training, and we have been going over everything from human formation to spiritual formation, a little bit of intellectual and apostolic mission formation to help best prepare us for what is to come on mission. So I'm super excited to walk with people in their faith, not only with the channel, but obviously in person mainly. And so the channel does continue. We are coming back. I've got some great episodes coming up in the future. We've got a guy I just met at New Step Training is also a missionary with me. He is up in the Montana area. And so we're going to be featuring him and his story in our series Coming to Catholicism. But we're also going to get back on track with our Catholicism is Biblical and me sharing with you my understanding of certain Catholic teachings and where I see it in the Bible, to invite you guys to ask questions and to dive deeper into our faith. Maybe you are Catholic, or maybe these teachings of marrying the saints or the Eucharist or something you wouldn't be able to explain. And I want to make those videos so that it helps us all kind of grow in our faith. So I'm super excited to be back with you guys. And I did want to kind of talk to you guys a little bit today, just about what's going on with me and what's coming up in the future. And so first of all, again, talking about New Step Training, this was like the most fruitful thing I've ever done. If you guys have ever been on a retreat, imagine going on a retreat, but it's for like a month. Like it was 4.5 weeks. Like imagine going on it for that long. I got to meet some amazing people. There were 450 missionaries being trained. And I think the most beautiful part of it all was that we obviously had like formation where we were being built up. We were learning about different forms of prayer. We were learning about how to effectively lead a Bible study. We're learning about the virtues, everything that's great that you should know as a missionary. But I loved that no matter how busy the schedule got, from 11 a.m. to about 3 p.m., everything slowed down. Everything got quiet. Maybe not like physically quiet. People are obviously still talking. But from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., the schedule every single day was 11 a.m. was our family mass. We'd go over to lunch. We would then have just a short little break to kind of just take a breather, maybe reflect on, that was kind of the theme, is reflect on what you've been through over the last few days or even that morning. And then 1:20, we would do a rosary walk with our little group. Like we had a small group and we'd do our rosary walk over to 1:45, which is when our holy hour started. So no matter how like busy and fully packed the 4.5 weeks felt, I felt that they put that in the middle of the day so perfectly, even though I wasn't looking forward to it, but they put it in so perfectly that every single day felt like there was rest. And it was so beautiful. Now, when I say not looking forward to it, what do I mean? If I got to pick my ideal time for a holy hour, I probably would have done it at like 9 a.m. I would have done it maybe even first thing in the morning. Maybe it's breakfast and then straight to it at 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. before breakfast. I probably would have picked to do it first. Maybe even mass and holy hour first to start the day. 1:45 would have been my very last pick of when to do it, because about that point, I'm just so tired and I'm so ready to just, I don't know, just try to pack in some caffeine so I can make it to the 3 p.m. and the 4:15 class. But having at that time, I found ended up being so fruitful. I was able to take the 2 morning classes into my holy hour and really reflect and pray on it. And it was usually those 2 morning classes plus the afternoon classes from the day before. But I was able to take them and reflect on them and really like talk to God and ask like, what are you wanting me to learn from this? How are you wanting me to grow in my own spiritual life so that I can help others grow in theirs? And we had some amazing, profound moments as well. Like I personally thought my favorite talk out of all of them was by a girl named Jessica Navins, and she did a talk on spiritual direction. And for me, that was something I never really understood too much. I wouldn't have been able to explain to somebody the the point. I guess I would have kind of been able to explain, but I wouldn't have been able to explain how to best utilize spiritual direction. I wouldn't have been able to explain the role of the priest in spiritual direction or my role in spiritual direction. And she laid it out so well that we went into a 2 day silent retreat like the next day or a few days later, and I was able to go to my spiritual director, and I had one of the best. Like he was so great, but I was able to go in there and actually effectively feel like I was like deciphering what God was trying to tell me. You know how you get into prayer sometimes and you like, man, I'm feeling anxious, or you get into prayer and you feel sad when you're praying about something, or you're just having these emotions or you're having these thoughts. And you're like, I don't know why I'm thinking this or feeling this. Spiritual direction is perfect for that, because when you have your prayer life and you're trying to decipher like what God's telling you, or how he's trying to communicate with you, the spiritual director is typically someone that is trained very well, usually obviously a priest, or religious life, but the priest is typically trained to help you decipher, this is how you're feeling. Why do you think he's feeling like that? Have you ever thought about this? And it was just such a beautiful, profound moment that was like my biggest takeaway from the entire thing. If I didn't take anything else away, and that's the only thing I learned, it would have been so worth it. So I was super excited to continue that silent retreat. It was 2 full days, which was amazing, and really kind of grow in my prayer life. And it's been something I've been able to bring back with me. And now I'm super excited to walk with people and help them continue to grow in their prayer life as well. So that's kind of been the big announcement, is that if you knew before, I was doing kind of development stuff and I was fundraising for University Parish, but now I've fully gone in and I am now a missionary. And as a missionary, we actually have to completely raise our mission support budget. So if this is something you're passionate about, supporting missionaries and everything, I'll include the link to our support page. We would love for you guys to become a monthly supporter of ours and help us be on mission. But even just liking and subscribing to these videos will be a great way to support what we're doing, not only in Tulsa, but I want to use this channel to take what we're doing here and spread it out to more people out there as well. So the channel continues. We will continue to have our drinks, which I still have my glass from last night when we recorded, but I didn't grab a drink today just because it's a little earlier as I'm recording this. But we will continue to have our scheduled program where we interview great people, but we actually have a whole bunch of new stuff coming as well, especially as I go to some of these conferences. And I'm going to take you guys and take the camera, and I'm going to get outside of the studio / my spare room. I'm going to get outside of the studio and go out and talk to others as well. And I'm super excited for like what's to come. So before I sign off, I want to first of all thank our current sponsors, Sacrilegious, and a lot of you guys have heard of Sacrilegious. Sacrilegious is just one of the best Catholic apparel companies. Everything from socks to t-shirts to polos. They actually make you kind of see it there. They make our t-shirts and all of our stuff, which is in the description below. So you guys can support the channel that way. But you can also get shirts that have like the rosary in the shape of your state. You can get polos that are very subtle, but then when you look real close, they're actually Catholic like apparel. It's so beautiful way to represent your faith and start great conversations with people in public. But you guys use promo code HAPPY and you get 10% off. And the last thing I wanted to do is we have a new feature where we want to feature Catholic businesses completely for free. I don't get paid for any of this. We are featuring businesses of great Catholic people, and whether I know them or not. And my wife took mine, and so she gave me her basically fully used one. But this Catholic business I wanted to feature didn't ask me to do this. We talked about it, and I was like, I'd love to feature it sometime. They were like, yeah, great. And we bought this from them. But they are sword Let me make sure I'm saying it right, because I keep wanting to say it backwards. Sword and Crown Candle Company. I'll put the link to all of their stuff below, but it's backwards, obviously, because I have a forward-facing camera. But it says, "Become who you are," John Paul the Great. So every one of them has a really short quote, and it has this very beautiful, very simple design that I love so much. And then each one has a scent that's on the back. So this one was the one my wife picked. It's cedar and vanilla, but they're all kind of subtle. They're all really subtle. They are relatively non-toxic, so that's great for you guys like that. And it's just a great way to support other local Catholic business people. They actually took over this company not too long ago, and they are just doing such a great job with it. And it's a great Catholic couple that are also missionaries. So they have this company, but they're also missionaries. So please support them in everything that they do. You guys can check out their website, their social media page, everything below. I'll get those in the description. But they have awesome ones. I have one from Jose Maria Escriva, and it says, "God doesn't lose battles." And I'm like, that's so awesome. And it's frankincense and myrrh is the scent. I almost said the flavor. Don't eat them. The scent of that candle. And it's just awesome. So if you guys want to support another local Catholic business, here we go. Sword and Crown Candle Company. And they are based out of Kansas, I believe, or Missouri, maybe. It's one of those two. It doesn't say on there, but I believe it's Kansas City or Missouri. Or maybe Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas. I don't know. But check them out and support your local Catholic businesses. But other than that, the last thing, I think I said that was the last thing, but this is actually the last thing, is I will be doing a review soon. So be on the lookout for this video. I was very blessed to be sent a Chesterton, GK Chesterton cigar from the Chesterton Cigar Company, whatever, Chesterton & Co. cigars. And I'm going to be doing a review of this one and the new Pints with Aquinas cigar. So I have a friend that's going to come. We're going to both take one. I'm definitely taking the Pints with Aquinas one. It's been my favorite podcast forever, and the show is inspired by it. But we're going to be doing a review on these cigars. So if you guys want to hear all about that, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that alert bell, and we will alert you when that is up next. But I'm so glad you guys stuck around and heard about everything we're up to now. I'm, again, just super excited to share all this journey with you. I'm so excited to become a missionary for the Catholic Church, to go and answer that call of Acts 2:42, to go and make disciples of all nations. We want to reach the ends of the earth, and we can do that in this generation if we just invest in our community, invest in people around us, and share the gospel. So I'm super excited to do that, and I want to walk with you as well, especially on this channel. And if you're local to Tulsa, especially in Tulsa, if you go to certain conferences and stuff, we hope to see you there. Like I said, we've got a bunch of great stuff planned, but thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, share the video, share it around so that other people might be impacted by what God is doing through this channel, not what I'm doing. If anyone is impacted what I'm doing, maybe don't be impacted what I'm doing. Impact by what God is doing through this channel. You guys have a great 4th of July. Again, stay safe, no blowing any fingers off. Come back next week for our first interview since back from new staff training, and we will see you guys soon. God bless.